Do they know you're operating in a different way? They must do, because when the person comes and sees them, he tells them he's going to be doing the manufacturing. Or do they not know? Does it worry them?
Well, yeah.
So
That's a very difficult one.
So first of all, they wouldn't trade with us unless all our ducks were in a row. So they audit the hell out of us.
Yeah.
That's first.
To AS 9100, which is a high.
What would an auditor think when they come and see your factory there? Because there's no quality manager. Oh, you've got to have a quality manager to have.
We have an auditor,
9000.
Yeah, we have an auditor. So one thing we do, we have rules, like a referee on a football match. We have an auditor.
Yeah.
Comes in every month and audits everybody in certain parts of the system.
But customers generally must be a bit freaked out by the way you work. I was when I first saw
If they see it.
I just think, well, how can that work?
We have many customers turning up, and there's a sort of adaptive behaviour within the business that people inside almost take on the mirror of what the customer expectation is.
Yes.
So the customer wants to see a quality manager. Oh,
That's,
yeah.
that's
George
Dave
over there, that's the quality manager.
So if your customer came
Yeah.
along to you and said...
Well, mine don't have any problem with the fact that it's me doing all of it. In fact, often they say, it will be you, won't it? You know, and I go, yeah, of course. And they go, oh, great. So they almost don't want me to delegate it to a
fantastic
lad, you know.
But if you were to have a tax inspection and the taxman came along, he might be a bit more surprised to see you answering his questions.
I suppose, but then he'd rather talk to me because I'm the one who actually knows about it.
Yeah, but he might, in an organisation like ours, he might expect to see a bookkeeper or an accountant.
Yes, so they would find that a bit weird.
So in our organisation, what tends to happen is if a buyer comes down to visit, then the person who is hoping to win the contract will act like a seller.
Right.
And that's perfect for a buyer.
And that's a game you have to play.
Now, if
It's a pity you have to play that game, but
the
given...
customer comes down and they bring three of them down, quality guy, production guy, and a buyer, then the individual who's hoping to win the contract will muster two other people who will play those roles opposite.
Now, by
So
the way,
the
they
customer-
can very effectively play these roles.
Yes, because they all
Because
do all.
they do it, yeah.
But
So-
our customers don't like that. They don't like to see one person
No.
doing all three.
And also, it would be almost, you'd feel like you're being bullied because you'd have to answer questions from three different people. You're
Yeah.
well capable of answering them, but just in terms of time to be able to field it all, I can see why that would be.
So they bring perhaps two other colleagues along, sit down in a meeting,
And this is how we do it.
yeah, and they'd say,
Well-
I'm the one doing the selling, so I'm the project manager. Let's call
Yeah.
them, and the other two will chip in if there's a quality question to ask or a production question to answer. Sorry.
And it's not entirely dishonest because those people can say, this is how we do it here.
Well, it's
This is
not-
what our system
But
is.
it's not dishonest at
No,
all.
because there is a system you can show them and
Yeah.
it's all just there.
Yeah, it's all the Paribas system is all documented, so everything
Yeah.
is as squeaky clean as we never even prepare for audits. Most organisations in our industry prepare for audit,
Oh yeah, we always used to
and we never do.
clean everything and get everything ready before the customer
Yeah.
came.
Yeah.
We expect our monthly audits to be in constant preparation for an external audit,
Yeah,
and if they're not, there's a problem.
brilliant.
Because that's about reducing risk for
Yeah.
shareholders, of course. And the audits then, once you set this in motion, once you know the referee is watching you, everyone tends to act squeaky clean.
Mm.